Electric cars are everywhere now. You see them zipping down highways, pulling up to charging stations, and quietly rolling through neighborhoods. But what really makes these vehicles possible? It's not just the motors or the sleek designs. It's the battery inside. Specifically, the lithium-ion battery. This one invention turned the electric vehicle dream into a global movement. Before lithium-ion batteries, electric cars were a rare sight. They were slow, heavy, and their range was shorter than most people's daily commute. Charging them was a chore, and you couldn't count on making it home without a recharge. The world craved clean, quiet cars, but the battery always held us back. Then, everything changed. Lithium-ion batteries burst onto the scene. Suddenly, EVs could go further, charge faster, and even out-accelerate sports cars. These batteries became the heart of the electric car revolution. Today, it's clear lithium-ion batteries didn't just help electric vehicles, they powered a total transformation. Let's pop the hood and see how this tech works its magic. Electric cars aren't new. In fact, they rolled onto roads over a century ago. In the early 1900s, some cars ran on electricity instead of gasoline. They were quiet and easy to drive. But there was one big problem: batteries. The batteries back then were heavy, weak, and slow to charge. Imagine lifting a lead-acid battery. It's like carrying a box of bricks. These batteries didn't hold much energy, so cars couldn't go far. It was common for early EVs to travel just 30 or 40 miles before running out of juice. That's not enough for most drivers. Worse, charging took hours. People didn't have time to wait, and if you parked an electric car for a few days, it might lose power on its own. Gasoline cars, on the other hand, could drive hundreds of miles, fill up in minutes, and keep their energy when parked. Because of these limits, electric cars faded away. Gasoline engines took over. For decades, the dream of clean electric driving seemed out of reach. The problem wasn't the idea, it was the battery. The real challenge for electric cars was energy density. What does that mean? Simply put, it's how much energy you can pack into a certain space or weight. Gasoline has amazing energy density. A small tank can power a car for hundreds of miles. Old batteries were bulky and didn't store much energy. That made cars heavy and slow. To beat gasoline, batteries had to hold more energy in less space. Think of it this way: if gasoline is a suitcase packed tight with clothes, old batteries were like big empty bags with only a few shirts inside. The higher the energy density, the further a car can go. Drivers want range. They want to get to work, run errands, and take road trips without worrying. If a battery can't store enough energy, the whole car suffers. This is why new battery technology was so important. To bring electric cars to everyone, we needed a battery that could store loads of energy, charge quickly, and stay light. That's where lithium-ion stepped in. So, what exactly is a lithium-ion battery? Let's break it down. A lithium-ion battery is like a sandwich made of several key parts. Each part has a special job. First, there's the cathode, usually made of a metal oxide. Think of it as the positive side. Then, there's the anode, often made of carbon, like graphite. That's the negative side. Between them, you have the electrolyte, a special liquid or gel that lets tiny particles called ions move back and forth. There's also a separator, a thin layer that keeps the two sides from touching, preventing a short circuit. Finally, you have current collectors at each end. These act like the wires that let energy flow out to power your car. All these parts work together inside a small cell. A typical battery pack in an EV contains thousands of these cells, all working in unison to store and release energy. It might sound complicated, but think of it like a relay race. Each part hands off the energy baton to the next, so your car can zoom down the road. Now, let's picture how a lithium-ion battery actually works. Imagine the ions, tiny charged particles, are like little cars zooming along a highway. When you plug in your EV to charge, electricity pushes these ions from the cathode to the anode. They park there until needed. When you drive your car, the process reverses. The ions leave their parking spots on the anode and speed back to the cathode, creating a flow of electricity that powers the car's motor. It's a constant dance, back and forth, every time you charge and drive. This process is smooth and efficient. Lithium ions are small and light, so they can move quickly and don't wear out the battery too fast. That's why you can recharge a lithium-ion battery thousands of times. Because the battery can repeat this dance again and again, your EV keeps going strong for years. That's a big step up from the old days, where batteries wore out fast. Why is lithium so special? Lithium is the lightest metal on Earth. Its atoms are small and nimble, which lets ions travel fast inside the battery. This means more energy, less weight, and quicker charging. Lithium also has a strong pull for electrons. This makes it great at storing and releasing energy. Imagine a magnet pulling metal. Lithium is like a super strong magnet for electrical energy. That's why it's perfect for batteries. Because lithium works so well, batteries can be built smaller and lighter. This means electric cars can go farther on a single charge. It also makes the cars more fun to drive because they aren't weighed down by heavy batteries. And there's more, lithium-ion batteries self-discharge very slowly. That means your EV holds its charge if you park it for days or weeks. No more coming back to a dead battery. When lithium-ion batteries hit the market, everything changed. Suddenly, electric cars could go 200, 300, even 400 miles on a single charge. That's as far as many gasoline cars. No more range anxiety. These batteries also pack a punch. They deliver lots of power instantly, so electric cars accelerate fast. Some EVs can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, faster than most sports cars. And they can be charged and discharged thousands of times before wearing out. Plus, lithium-ion batteries are really efficient. Almost all the energy you put in comes back out when you drive. There's very little waste. Old battery types, like lead-acid or nickel-cadmium, lost a lot of power as heat. They also wore out quickly and needed lots of maintenance. All these superpowers, long range, fast charging, high power, and long life, made electric cars practical for everyone. That's why the world is switching to EVs. Lithium-ion batteries are amazing, but the journey isn't over. Scientists are working on solid-state batteries, which use a solid electrolyte instead of a liquid. These batteries could store even more energy, charge even faster, and be even safer. Better materials are coming too. Some new batteries use silicon or other elements in the anode, pushing the limits of energy density. Costs are dropping thanks to better manufacturing and recycling. This means electric cars will get cheaper and more people can afford them. Fast charging is also getting easier. High-tech cooling systems, smarter software, and new charging stations make it safe to recharge in minutes, not hours. Safety keeps improving too. Modern EVs have dozens of sensors and computer systems that watch every battery cell, ready to shut things down if there's a problem. The future is bright, cleaner air, quieter streets, and smarter, safer cars for everyone. All thanks to the tiny lithium-ion battery that supercharged the EV revolution. Buckle up, this ride is just getting started.